As a private chef, the worst thing to do is to fight for prices with clients who cannot even actually afford you. So in order for you to start working with people who won't second guess two, three, four, even $5,000 for a simple dinner, the one thing you need to do is to be directly connected with businesses already working with ultra high network clients. I am talking about concierge services, private security companies, wealth management, family offices, nanny businesses, people who are already serving the clients that you want and that will love to make an extra $1, $2, $3, $4, even $5,000 every single month by becoming referral partners from you and offering your services to their clients. In today's video, I am going to jump back on my laptop and show you the exact prompt that I created inside of ChatGPT to, within a few minutes and for free, being able to generate verified emails and phone numbers from those companies in the city that you actually live and operate your business. So then I will deliver for you also for free the exact script that I use to contact those companies and make them say yes to sell your private chef services. You will also receive a 5 days SMS sequence and a 15 days email sequence to make sure to follow up with those companies and make them say yes tomorrow, next week, next month, or next year if they don't say yes today. Let's jump right into my laptop and show you this video right now. See you.
All right, welcome in this new video, how to make ultra high net worth service providers love you so much that they become ultimately your best referral partners to land $10,000 private clients. Today in this video, I am going to show you how to make those UHNW service providers such as concierge services, private securities company, or even luxury event planners say yes to your services and make an intro to their best clients so you can start introducing private circles without prior contact. If you're watching this video right now, that means that you already had access to a few Google Sheets that are uploaded to you, like this one, for example, or this one. Okay, so if you have access to this one and that you have, I mean, no matter the city, right? Depending on the city that you're in, but if you actually have 50 leads uploaded, that means that those numbers are more than likely office numbers or maybe not the decision maker number. However, I also have another list that is right here. And this list is actually a 25 verified leads who are only, or at least for most of them, decision maker in the company. So they're either the founder, either the owner, either the co-founder or co-owner, or somebody that actually makes the decision. And you can actually see it right now, right? I'm using the example with the New York's one, but all of them and most of them are names in the email. Sarah, Danielle, David, Noah, Kyle, info, Samantha, James, founder, Carrie, Melissa, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so the numbers associated more than likely are their personal number or their business number and not a office line or something of that sort. Okay, so if you're watching this video, that means that you already have access to those sheets. Now we are going to go over a few things together, like the cold call script, like the SMS sequence that I built for you. I'll send you this Google Doc also, but also the email sequence. But before we start with this, guys, I wanna go over a few disclaimers. It's going to be super quick. The first one is you should have an offer, okay? And the more you know about your offer, the more you know about what you actually propose and what you actually sell, the more personalized the emails and the SMS can be. I can create for you sequences only up to a certain point because I don't know you, I don't own your offer, I don't have assets that you have, I don't have your client testimonials and all that stuff. So you need to have an offer. And if you don't have an offer, then create one. And if you don't know how to create an offer, then reach out to me. I've got, like a full ass training of this. Second is the more content assets you have, the better. That's what I mentioned, is that these are like, I've personalized it as much as I could, and you'll see it's pretty decent. But if you can actually add, and you should, your social media, your YouTube channel, your website, client testimonials inside of those sequences, you should. Okay, and I'm talking directly because I know that a few of you are already in a really good place. So you should leverage your testimonials a lot, 100% in those sequences. Okay. When you're going to reach out to people through phone, through cold calling people once isn't going to move the needle at all. Every time that you dial, you should at least a double dial all the time. What that means is you call, ring. It doesn't, the people don't pick the phone, the person don't pick the phone, you call again. Every time that you call somebody, you should always double dial, okay? And if they don't answer today, even if you send an email, even if you send an SMS, you will call them again tomorrow. And if you call the first time today in the morning, you don't even wait tomorrow. You call them again at night, okay? And then you call them tomorrow. So that's already 3 touch points. Total it's 6 because you double dialing. But again, we're just going to call it 3 just to not make math go crazy. And then if they don't answer after day 2, then I'll leave 24 hours. I wouldn't call them on day 3. And then I'll call again 2 times on day 4, and then I'll leave it there. I'll just keep going with the email sequence and the SMS sequence. Okay, so it's 5 touch points in total, twice each, so 10 quote unquote calls. Okay, don't do less. You should never do less. Never. If you're calling people once, it is just not going to work. Those people are busy. That's the first thing. They might forget, like everybody else, they're human beings, right? They also have a personal life. They might not be in the right mood right now, and they might not want to peak, like a business phone call, even if they know that you can help them make more money. They might not need you right now. But if they see that you're persistent with the right sequence, okay, if you're not following up like a retard, then you won't sound needy of calling them multiple times. You'll just sound like somebody that is actually professional and that knows how to follow up. And I like that because if they also great business person, they also follow up with the clients. Okay, so when you call those people, you should inspire confidence and conviction when you communicate about who you are and what you sell, which is you. You are selling who you are. So I'm not going to, go on the rant on this. This is not the right place. But if you lack conviction and confidence in what you're selling, that might be because what you're selling is just not at where it should be, and that's fine. You can still sound like you can still walk the talk without having walked the walk, if that kind of makes sense. Okay, you can fake it until you make it, but that's maybe a training for another day. Reach out to me if you need help with this. If you can meet those people, the next point, if you can meet those people in person after being turned down once or twice, or if they actually don't even reply to you, you can barely fail. It's almost impossible. So I would highly recommend you guys, especially because this is an extremely in-person, physical, really close type of service that you provide. Okay, you're a private chef, like you're coming into people's houses. Okay, a house for some people is a temple. Food is a medicine. When you start feeding people, you start to create emotional up to spiritual connections. So I would I think that like you shouldn't even go in person only if you're being turned down and if they don't reply. You should go in person anyway. You guys all located in the city. That's the beauty of like doing in-person business, is that you can go in person and meet those people at their office and build more trust and provide more value and show up more as somebody that's actually willing to do what it takes. And that's what people love in business. Last point, implementing the email/SMS sequence on top of calling multiple times, like I mentioned, is going to 7x up to 700% increase your chances to get introduced. I would not start to call people if you're not willing to do the sequence. And by the way, I already created the fucking sequence. So like you literally just have to copy and paste it, okay? But don't half-ass it, don't be a lazy ass, and just do it. Because again, people might not be ready to bite today, but it might be tomorrow, the next day, the next week, the next month, or the next year. So follow up with them and you'll get more sales. This is a guarantee, okay? Let's now after a few disclaimers, dive into the sauce, okay? There is the cold call script, the SMS sequence, the email sequence, okay? Again, this is personalized as much as I could. Now you will just like put your personal information and make it even sound like more personalized to you if you need, but in my opinion, that's already a pretty solid start. Okay, so cold call script. For the cold call, I wouldn't change a thing here. Okay, like don't try. And if you start changing things, just let me know and send me those calls recording so I can start giving you feedback on what you're actually doing. Okay, give me 1 second. All right, I was just changing a few things. So, cold call script, the goal is to start a warm, high-end conversation. Get them curious enough to take a 10-minute intro call with you, and then potentially a testing, so you can land one of the clients. Opener, I wouldn't change a thing here. Hi, John. This is Julian's. I run a private chef service here in Austin. I wanted to be upfront. We wouldn't even say this. I wanted to be upfront. It's too much. Would you reward my honesty if I told you this is a cold call? Or am I ruining your day if I told you this was a cold call? One of those two openers, okay? Try them out. They both works really well. 85 to 90% of people will tell you, we either laugh or tell you, no, go ahead. Okay, and 10% will just be, I'm busy, I'm not interested, hang up on you. 90% of people who will pick the phone will actually be okay to listen to you, which is the most important thing, okay, in cold calling. Like, you need to get people's attention, and this opener is really fucking good. So don't try to change it, it works, okay? And remember the phone tone, okay? Don't just be like, would you reward my honesty if I told you this is a cold call? Like, if you literally just do it like this, you're going to sound really weird. It is going to be really awkward. And then you're going to tell me, oh, but like 2% out of 10 told me that like they were okay to listen to me, and 8 people just told me fucking to go fuck myself. It's like, yes, it's because that's how you sounded. Like, you should go fuck yourself. So, like, again, fucking my French, right? But like, you should make this a fun tone, okay? Because this is you making a joke here, okay? So make it sound like it is actually a real joke, all right? Here, they are going to reply, but I told you, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Like, yes, go ahead. You can just go like, I work almost exclusively with high-end families, and I'm reaching out to just a few trusted service providers I believe might serve a similar clientele. The idea is simple. I'm not asking you, so, okay, this, when you just hear, it's kind of like you're just introducing what you're going to talk about with them. Okay, I wouldn't even let them talk at this point, okay? And I'll just go like, the idea is simple. I'm not asking you to refer me anyone yet. I love to offer you a full tasting experience on me, the same one that my clients get. And if you actually enjoy it, then we can talk about how to create something completely unique where your clients benefit too. Leave it blank and let them answer, okay? Let's kind of like see what's the vibe. And then from there, like if it feels they might ask you a question, okay, cool, and what it is for me, because that's what people want. At the end of the day, like you're going to ask them help. If it feels aligned, we can explore a referral setup where you get 100% of the first intro fee. 100%. Don't start to be again like a rat and give 10, 20, 30, even 50% on the first intro. You should give it all. You should even go and lose money cooking for those clients. No pressure at all. Would you be open to a 10-minute call this week to see if this even makes sense for us both? So then you can actually have a call on a Zoom video call, nice background in your office, and then you can actually provide them like a really solid fucking offer. And then I can help you with that if you want to like build a really solid thing that they can absolutely not say no to. I really want to get clear here, guys. It has to be 100% for the first intro fee. If you are not willing to give 100% of the first introduction to this type of people, to this type of circle, I'm being honest with you again. Like, it's like, take me out of your list and don't ask me for anything ever again. I just like, I'm not willing to, work with people who are like looking after their first fucking $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000. Like, if you are not willing to sit on $3,000 today, don't even expect to make 100K next year. It's kind of like, it just doesn't make sense. Okay? If you are, though, I'm your man. And I will fucking go to war with you every single day of the year to help you out. Because I know that in this game, the more you give, the more you get. Simple. Okay? That is the call script. Super simple, guys. Okay? Really, really simple. Now, the SMS sequence. That will be 5 texts over 7 to 15 days. Okay? You can kind of like choose. It doesn't really matter. But you don't want to send 5 texts over 5 days. Okay? Like you want to, it should be between 10 to 12. Okay? 15 might be a little bit long, 7 a little bit short. I'll say 10 to 12. Okay? So first SMS. Hey John, it's Julian's. It's Julian. I just sent over a quick email. Literally just like this. Just send over a quick email. I am a private chef in Austin, offering an exclusive tasting for offering an exclusive tasting for a few trusted partners here in Austin. Curious if you'll be open to chat. You wait for an answer. SMS number 2, you go 2 days later. Okay, you wait 48 hours. No rush at all. Just wanted to follow up and see if you'll be open to a 10-minute intro chat. Might be a unique way for both our clients to win. That's it. No more, no less. 3 days later from the first one, so 24 hours after this one, okay? I'll let you change this. Would love to offer you the same menu I serve ultra high net worth clients. No strings attached. If you enjoy it, we can talk next steps. Sounds fair? SMS number 4. Here you can wait maybe like 3 days from this one, okay? This one you waited 24 hours from this one. This one you can wait like 72 hours. Totally cool if it's not the right time, but if you ever want to create a more elevated experience for your clients, I'll be happy to reconnect. At this moment, if you have assets, and I'm looking at a few of you guys that I know who have amazing social media assets, okay? Bring that in. Just pass the little link of like the last dinners that you had for clients, and just be like, oh, and by the way, this is my Instagram. Like this is a dinner that I organized in that amazing mansion in Nashville the other week. Okay, you definitely want to like you creating content for this for people to actually see that like you the man or you the girl, right? So do this. Okay, SMS number 4. Last one, again, I'll wait maybe, like 3 days more, 2 days more from this one. Doesn't really matter as long as, like, sending it day after day, okay? Last thing for me, I usually only reach out to 3 or 4 pros. I really respect in each CD. Let me know if you like to connect. Always open. Same again. This is, if you have asset, this is what the last client I worked for say about me. Guys, you should not only show about your food, you should show about what people think about your food, okay? And not only Google reviews, which is great, but it's kind of like Google reviews was good in 2019, right? In 2025 now, like, do you fucking people are more open right now. You can blur them if needed, but make an interview with them. Bring them in the kitchen or come to the table, take the fucking phone and record when they actually eating or when they just done with the dessert. Why? Because they still emotionally attached, emotionally connected to your food, and like there are so much sparks and so much emotion. It's fucking crazy. I'm saying this because when you do business and you ask for like testimonials and stuff, it's completely different. But like when you're actually feeding people with food, there's so much emotions at this moment that like it is so freaking good to get testimonials and case studies and intro and interviews at this specific moment. Okay, so if you have that in your last message, little link to the YouTube video, to the whatever you uploaded, the testimonial, and give that to your client. If you don't have, that's okay. If you have clients that don't want to leave reviews, that's also okay. Okay, there are a lot of people that are, especially in the industry, and in those circles, that like privacy and stuff. But if you do it, okay. And if you don't have, at least ask. Okay, you're not losing anything. One thing that I want to mention, I am giving you a lot of contact. Okay, and I could feed you with even more than that. I gave you 25, 50, like 75 in total, but I could give you much more than this. You might have multiple people that are actually willing to do this tasting. If that's the case, if you end up having like 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, I don't know, 10 fucking people, like 3 to 10, telling you yes, I would maybe not do 10 testing. I would offer 10 dinners and sit on fucking $30,000. I'm telling you, I will do this. But I will maybe not do 10 testing because the testing technically is on you, right? The dinners, it's kind of like you don't get paid, but like the client pay for the grocery and everything, so it's kind of like you pay with your time. The testing, I will be maybe a little bit more careful, or at least if you do as much as 3, 5, 10 of them, be really good at vetting who you actually do the testing for, okay? Because those people, even if again, they higher level individuals, they work with multi-millionaires, some of them might just be a little sneaky, or just in a bad mood, or that have bad energy, and they just be like, you know what, they invite fucking 3 or 4 of their friends, just like, we're going to have a free dinner. It is more than likely not going to happen with this type of people, but it could. And I'm sure that you've been thinking about it. But no, this guy wants me to fucking offer testing, and I'm like, what if it turns, not, what if it doesn't turn out good or successful? And it can happen, guys. Welcome in business. So you need a vet every single person that you about to do business with. And if you have the luxury of choosing, because there's so many people that actually said yes to you, I'll let them know. I'll be like, guys, I'm being honest. I've reached out to 25 of you, and 10 replied positively and actually wanted testing. Like, I am not going to offer testing to everyone. Or maybe you can organize and you can invite them all, and then you fucking do your testing for like 30 people, and then you actually create a full night, and then you can charge them, and like you do something. Again, you're a private chef, you're a business owner, so you know how to do those things. But I'll think about it. I'll think about it twice for financial reasons, financial concerns, efficiency concerns, energy concerns, all of this. Again, I am all about giving, but you also have, when you give, to protect yourself. The same way that I do when I've offered you for the few of you on Facebook and Instagram. It's kind of like when I propose you to take this, I was kind of like, okay, are you actually going to do it? And the one that I actually reached out to, because I haven't reached out to the whole fucking audience, you guys have a higher level people that I kind of trust more than somebody else. Okay, so again, it's kind of like you know who you talk to, and who you can give kind of like more trust than somebody else. But I'm not your coach, so you do your thing. All right. That's it for the SMS email sequence. 5 emails over 15 days. That's pretty solid. I wouldn't change anything about like the. Oh, I'm actually not mentioning about the date. I mean, I'll help you. Okay. Email number 1, the introduction subject, private chef offer for you, not your clients. I am reaching out personally. I'm a private chef working with select high net worth client. I'm looking to build a real partnership with few trusted professionals. Before I ask for anything, I'd like to offer you a private testing experience. My way of saying if we're going to work together, let's start with real value. If you enjoy, we can talk next steps. No pressure either way. We'll do a quick intro call. Makes sense. Here, I'll just go. I usually offer 100% referral fee on the first intro. That's it's really small, and it kind of like talks a lot about you. Again, it's kind of like everybody, when they hear about referrals, they're like, fuck, 10%. It's like, what I am going to do with fucking $200? You don't even fucking go to a restaurant for 2 people with $200 in 2025, right? So 100% is kind of like, okay, 2 grand, 3 grand, 4 grand, who knows? So it's and even if it's not about, it's not even about the money, because even 3 grand, it's kind of like, what do you fucking do in your life for 3 grand? Like nothing. You change a fucking tire, and you're like, you've got not much left. But it's more about your attitude. It's kind of like being willing to give it all. It talks a lot about who you are. Okay, so put it in the first email. I would put for everybody here, website, LinkedIn, for those who have it, good. Especially with those people, they all have LinkedIn, Instagram, they all have Instagram, YouTube if you have YouTube. Okay, that's all I'll put. Okay, I don't know if you have like a signature model when you send your emails and everything, so you can add it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'll do this for every single email, okay? I'm not going to do this right now. Just so, I mean, you'll have it for the first 2 emails, then you can just like copy and paste. But yeah, email number 2, subject, thought you might appreciate this. Hi, blah, blah. I know you're busy. This isn't a mass outreach. I only reach out to a few service provider who already work with the kind of family as a serve. Still love to offer you testing, not strings attached. If it's a good experience, we can talk about setting up a referral structure that benefits both of us. Would you be open to that conversation? Warmly, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Same emails are pretty much the same thing, guys. I would just, by email 3, again, if you have assets to show for, I will just turn the email into more of what you already did. Okay. Most of my long-term client came through a simple intro, usually from someone like you. By the way, this is an event I just organized last week. If you want to check it out, click the link here, blah, blah, blah. They go into your Instagram, they start looking at your stuff, they start following you. So that's another way for you to actually warm them up. But you definitely want to introduce content in your sequence. Okay. Again, if you don't have content, that is okay. All right. But if you have, this is much better. That's pretty much it, guys. I am going to end this video right now. You will have access to this Google Doc. You already have access to the Google Sheet. You have access to the video. This is it for today. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. And please do the work so you can let me know and I can create more and better of those types of assets to help you guys make more money, sell better clients, and make the world a better place to live and to enjoy. Peace.